Have you ever been lost and had no idea how you were going to get found? I was 9 years old, and I was at the Indianapolis 500, the world's largest gathering of people for anything, really, for any recurring sporting event. And we used to go every year. My dad had 3 buses, and he'd take 150 people, employees, customers, vendors. And we got down there, and I just kept asking. I said, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, can I please go to the gift shop? I want to go to the gift shop. It would be just right down the straightaway behind the stands, and just, whatever it would end up being, about a 3/4 mile walk to the greatest place in the world. Oh my goodness, they had all the Indy 500 driver memorabilia and shirts, and I wanted back in, it would probably been 1973 or 4, I wanted this tie-dye Indy 500 shirt. It was awesome. I could wear it out. I wouldn't have to tuck it in. I wanted it so badly. So I just begged them and begged them and begged them, and finally they let me go. They let me do what I wanted to do, to just break away. And so I took that $20, I think, in my pocket, and I started walking down there, and kind of a funny thing happened. I got the shirt, and on my way back, an Indiana Midwestern thunderstorm just came and just started pounding the place. But here was the problem. The race was halfway over, and if it was halfway over, they could call the race. And so Bobby Unser slides to victory. It's one of the most incredible finishes ever at the track, and he slides to victory. And guess what happens? 500,000 people now stand between me and my mom and my dad. So I start bucking upstream. Now, I'm 9 years old, and I'd been in big crowds before, but never 500,000 people lost. And I knew what section I had to go back to. And I keep walking, and every step of the way I'm wondering more and more, am I going to be a permanent citizen of Indianapolis, Indiana? And tears started to stream down my face. Well, I got really close to the section where I was going to go back up to the bleachers where they were sitting, and a woman stopped me, and she said, "Are you lost?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "But my mom and dad will be up there. I'm sure they'll be up there." She goes, "No, they made everybody exit that area." I said, "No, my mom and dad would never leave me here." She says, "Well, you can go up and look." So I went out and I looked, and it was empty. My mom and dad, they were gone. So now I'm really reevaluating whether the tie-dye shirt was worth it. So as we come down the steps, she decided she'd take me to the main office of the Indy 500, and there, in my peripheral vision, I saw a guy who had ridden down in the bus. And he walked me to the bus, and on the bus sat my mom and dad. And I said, "What were you thinking?" That moment had such an influence on my life in a way I probably never realized until today. I saw myself as earning my way back to my parents, to my dad, when I was lost. And I realized that I had the same perspective with God. I thought it's what I did that earned me back to a relationship with my Heavenly Father. Kind of a stone heart. It's so interesting. It happens to all of us. We have this sand heart that says, "Hey, I want to go do my own thing." And then we kind of go through the cycle of, I better earn it back. I better earn it back, kind of like the older brother in the parable of the 2 sons. And it's a stone heart. I'm going to be restored or reconciled all because of me. Join us on a journey of how to be restored to authenticity. It's not a sand heart. It's not a stone heart. It's a clay heart.